What's our goal on any sales call? Well, I'm going to guess that you said in your mind or out loud to close the deal, and you're wrong. Yes, we need to close the deal, but there's something more important than that, and that's to make sure that we do properly understand the problem or the problems that the prospect may be having. And only then, when we genuinely understand those problems, can we actually prescribe the right solution. And I think so many closers go into sales just thinking, I don't care what they say, I'm just going to close the deal. What do I need to say to convince them? And that's not right. You're going to be in a position where you're going to be making some unethical sales if you do that, but also you're going to be increasing your level of desperation and emotional attachment to the outcome of the call, and that will greatly lower your closing percentage. So the irony here is that by caring less about the outcome of the result and caring more about getting the right solution for the prospect, you're going to get more outcomes going in your favor anyway. Okay, so why is this the case? Well, I guess ultimately people need to know that you understand and that you care about them. So that comes down to asking the right questions to really build a case for what's the problem that they're experiencing. You know, if it's something about weight loss, we want to understand why that's a problem for them and how that impacts them, you know, and what's prevented them from being successful so far. And only once we've kind of gone through and we've built our case to say, right, well, I understand what the issue is now, I understand the problem. Now we're in a position where we can prescribe what's the best fit. So I'm going to give a really quick example. In one of my weekly call reviews that I do for our master members recently, we had one of our members on a sales call who said, hey, Andrew, what happens if someone's already doing a program that they love? And I thought to myself, well, that doesn't make logical sense that they'd be on the call to me. But if you asked that person more questions and you genuinely determined that they were happy and that they felt that the program was realistically sustainable and a long-term solution, don't sell that person. It's unethical. They're happy already. They don't need your solution. So you're prescribing them something that they don't need. But here's the great thing. Most of the time when someone's being closed off on a call with you, they're being coy, they're giving you short answers, they're being difficult. That's because they're resisting the usual sales BS that they've had to deal with their entire life. So if you're able to lean back and sort of distance yourself from the result and just say, hey, look, it sounds like what you're doing is working really well. You know, are you sure that you even need to be looking for something else? It might be best for you to go and do that program. When you do something like that, people are going to think, wow, this guy or girl doesn't actually care about closing me. They actually care about helping me find the right solution. And here's the cool thing. Most of the time when you do that, you build a huge amount of trust and rapport with the prospect because they start to think, maybe I'm not just a number to this salesperson. Maybe that they actually care about giving me a genuine solution. Ironically, by you leaning out, you tend to do what's called attraction-based selling rather than pressure-based selling. No one really ever feels great about a decision that they were pressured into, but we really feel great about things that we were drawn in with intrigue, curiosity, and trust. So keep that in mind in your calls. You aren't there to close. You're there to understand, diagnose, and prescribe the right solution. If that's not you, don't close the deal. Thanks.